صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله عليه وسلم.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. So the Prophet ﷺ used to eat bread with vinegar, used to eat bad quality of dates. The Prophet ﷺ used to love the gourd or the pumpkin, and the Prophet ﷺ used to eat whatever was presented to him. Mother Aisha narrates that the Prophet ﷺ used to love sweets and honey. And sweets is whatever is cooked as an end result. So anything that is made, this is sweets. Honey is the natural thing that we all know and we acknowledge of. Allah Azza wa Jal praising it, and the Prophet in the Quran, and the Prophet ﷺ recommending it as a form of medication and a blessed food. Salama, may Allah be pleased with her, she said that she presented and served the Prophet ﷺ a grilled flank. Maybe it's referring to a rib that is barbecued. So he ate from it, then embarked on the ritual prayer, and he did not perform the minor ritual ablution. This also indicates that the Prophet used to eat barbecued meat, ﷺ. He was not a vegetarian. Unfortunately, like so many people are claiming to be, as if they know better. He used to eat the meat. He used to love eating meat. And in this hadith, we learned that he did not perform wudu after eating it, because in the beginning, there was this instruction, an order that whatever was cooked with fire, we have to perform wudu after consuming it. Abdullah ibn al-Harith, may Allah be pleased with him, says, together with the Prophet of Allah ﷺ, we ate grilled meat in the mosque, which means that eating grilled meat is permissible. It does not impact your wudu, and it also permissible to be eaten in the masjid, providing that you don't soil the masjid or make it dirty. Al-Mughira ibn Shu'bah, may Allah be pleased with him, says, I was a guest one night together with the Prophet of Allah ﷺ. So he was brought a grilled flank. Then he took the blade and set about carving, and he carved some for me. So he's cutting pieces for me to eat from. Bilal arrived calling him to prayer. So the Prophet ﷺ threw the blade and was astonished. Why is he hasting with the prayer? And he said, why is he coming to announce the prayer so fast? May his hands grab soil or dirt. And this is a figure of speech that is not intended to him grabbing soil or dirt with his fist, meaning that he may not hold on to anything. But it's a figure of speech that is used by the Arabs. And the Prophet ﷺ said to Al-Mughira, who had long mustache, he said to him, I shall clip it for you over a toothstick, or clip it over a toothstick. What does that mean? Meaning that if I bring a toothstick or a miswak and put it on your upper lip, whatever mustache goes beneath that, we have to clip it because that's too long. And in this hadith, scholars learnt that shaving the mustache is not from the sunnah, because the Prophet ﷺ indicated the sunnah, which is to cut out whatever exceeds the upper lip the upper lip, not to shave the entire thing. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said that the Prophet of Allah ﷺ was brought some meat. So the foreleg was set before him and he liked it, so he took a bite of it. The shoulder of a ram or the foreleg was the most beloved part of the body of a ram or a sheep that the Prophet used to like. Ibn Mas'ud, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, said that the Prophet of Allah ﷺ used to like the foreleg of a cooked sheep. Ibn Mas'ud also said he was poisoned with a foreleg, however, as he used to believe that the Jews had poisoned him. And this is the incident when a Jew woman invited the Prophet ﷺ and his companions where she cooked them a ram, but she placed a great deal of poison in the shoulder or in the foreleg of that ram because she knew that the Prophet loved it, and she attempted to assassinate the Prophet ﷺ. She said afterwards, when she was interrogated, she said, if you were a Prophet of Allah, Allah would tell you and I won't be able to kill you. And if you were not a Prophet of Allah, I would relieve the people from your evil. And of course we know that the Prophet did not eat from it and Allah notified him, so he was saved from that. Abu Ubaidah, may Allah be pleased with him, he said, I cooked a dish for the Prophet ﷺ, and he used to take great pleasure in the foreleg of the cooked sheep. So I passed him the foreleg. Then he said, pass me the foreleg. So I passed him the foreleg again. Then he said, pass me the foreleg. So I said, O Prophet of Allah, how many forelegs does a sheep have? So the Prophet said to him, by the one in whose hand is my soul, if you kept silent and did what I told you, you would surely pass me the foreleg whenever I ask you for it. And this is one of the miracles of the Prophet ﷺ, that he used to ask for something and it would be still generated and kept going on as a miracle from Allah, as in many cases a small amount of food would suffice 300s and 400s of men eating from it without nothing being missing from it, as a miracle from Allah the Almighty Azza wa Jal. Mother Aisha says in the hadith which we discussed earlier a number of times, the Prophet ﷺ said, what an excellent condiment vinegar is. Hani, the cousin of the Prophet ﷺ, said that the Prophet ﷺ said after entering my presence, do you have anything in your possession? She said, no, apart from some dry bread and vinegar. So the Prophet said, give me some. A household in which there is vinegar is not devoid of seasoning. Again, this shows how the Prophet ﷺ used to eat from that vinaigrette and the bread, and considering it a fulfilling meal. هذا والله أعلم ونسبة العلم إليه أسلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.
صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله عليه وسلم.